Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, your girl, Sarah B, and we're back with another episode of I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So, I'm thinking of starting a new series called Unsolicited Advice, because I'm really good at that. But first, why not give advice to my younger self? Because when I was younger, would not listen to it, ever. I don't even listen to my own advice now, and I'm almost 30, so let's get into it, right? So I feel like I see a lot of these videos on YouTube that are always like, oh, what would I tell my younger self? And I've always kind of lived authentically. No, I'm just kidding. I've always lived like with that mantra of I don't really regret anything.
That's my credo. No regrets.
Mm-hmm. You have no regrets? Like not even a single letter?
No way. Not me.
Well, okay, that's not true. I regret a lot of things, girl. But I don't think that everything has happened without having like some sort of lesson or reason. That's just, I've always felt like that. So I figured, what are some things that I would have wanted to hear when I was younger, but I know for damn sure I would not have listened to them. Okay. Okay, so one piece of advice that I feel like my younger self could really just use, baby girl, I love you. I say this with all my heart. Okay, I really do. You're doing amazing. You're living your best life. You're 18-ish. But let me tell you, stop. Listen to me. Listen, okay? Stop compromising yourself for some dick. Okay, I said it. There you go. Really, literally, like, that's one thing that I could never get over is like, how did I let things go on for so long? Mostly it's because I enjoy things. But a lot of the times it was because my baby, your self-esteem was really low. And although you think your self-esteem is really high, it wasn't. I just feel like a lot of like my early 20s was spent on guys that did not deserve my time. And now that I'm with somebody who actually does deserve my time, it's like, whoa, oh my God, somebody treats me with decency, human decency. I think that's the only thing you could ever ask for. I keep wanting to push up my glasses. I forget I don't have glasses on right now, so I can't see shit. So I think a lot of the areas where I really got myself into trouble had to do with guys. I know. I really enjoy men. I do. And women. But okay. A lot of the places where I would get myself into trouble had to do with a guy in some form or another. But let me fucking tell you, the amount of times that I would compromise my self-worth for a man, for a dude, not even for a man, for a dude, for un come mierda, okay, was like 100 over 100 every single time, okay. So again, baby girl, little Sarah, me, if you're listening, in the past, which I know that's like probably impossible at this point in time, okay, but like let's say in the future somehow we're able to do time travel, and then you're able to hear this, but then past me would already know that I've heard it, and so I don't. But there were times when I would let guys treat me like trash, because it was good. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. And it wasn't a conscious thing. It wasn't like I deserve to be treated like this. It's just you let one. It's, you know that book, you give a mouse a cookie, and then he wants a glass of milk, and then he wants this, and then same things happens with men. The same thing with men. Okay, I'm telling you, and I'm telling my younger self. If you give a man a cookie, he wants a glass of milk, and then he wants something else. Oh shit, sorry baby girl. And then it just turns into this like spiral of just nonsense, and the next thing you know, you're getting yelled at in a crowded movie theater. Okay, baby girl, I love you. Don't let men treat you like that anymore, okay? I'm gonna be honest, I did not learn this lesson until I was into my late 20s. I know I'm in my late 20s now, but it took one very nice, it was a very nice affair. Okay, I'll just put it that way. It was a very nice affair. And I lied to myself. I lied. Okay. The way I lied about how it was just something casual and I didn't care. I didn't care. No, of course not. Of course not, you know. I didn't care that he could never go out with me in the daylight. Oh yeah, one of those is awful.
I didn't care
That the only times that we would see each other was at nighttime.
I didn't care
That you know, we never went to his place. It was always at my place. I would say don't tell my mom, but she knows now. So anyway, and then I finally decided, ya basta. Enough is enough. And so I was like, you know, I kind of did an ultimatum, and I was like, you know what? I like you. I want to spend time with you outside of whatever it is we're doing, because although it's very intimate and this is very nice and we get to talk to each other on a very intimate level, I want more. I want to go out. I deserve to go out. I deserve to have nice things, and by nice things I mean like nice dates. I deserve for you to take me to a movie and buy me popcorn, and not just take me to a shitty movie. Let me tell you, the one time that we actually went out, we went to Rampage, that movie by Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Okay, there was a million movies, all right? A million movies that were playing and showing that would have been much better. I wanted to go see a scary movie because I would have thought like, oh cute, it's scary, oh no, hold my hand. No. And so he was like, for some reason I feel like maybe he chose a movie that like would be less likely for people to see, because let's be honest, who really watched that movie that summer? And then I think it was like to appease that whole like, maybe if I take her to a movie, she'll shut the hell up and she'll leave me alone about taking her out. And I didn't, because I wanted more, because if you give a mouse a cookie, she's going to want a glass of milk, and that's what I wanted. So I was like, well, now I have a taste to the outdoors, and I want more. So like I was saying, don't compromise yourself for some dick, okay? Just don't do it. Hold strong to your beliefs and just be honest with yourself. I think that's number 2. Be honest with what you want. Okay, I know it's hard sometimes to think about what you actually want out of life, and I know you're so conditioned to doing everything for everybody else all the time, but just be honest with yourself and be honest and say, I want to go out on a date with this guy, okay? Instead of just being like, no, it's casual. It's just casual, and we're just gonna keep it that way because I'm so casual. It's so great. It's not. You're gonna be very upset. You're gonna be crying. And I'm gonna be like, you see, I told you. You should have been honest. Why are you crying? That's how it is. So that's that. So number 2, be honest with yourself, okay? So number 3, take some more risks. Baby girl, you live your life way too safe, and it's just, you're almost 30, and you know, it's cool. Like I said, I do believe everything happens for a reason, and we all learned the lessons, but I would really like for past me to just take some more risks. Do it. Girl, you went to London, okay? That was fun. I really enjoyed that. Your impulsive side, and I feel like, here's the thing. Here's the tea, okay? Here's the tea. I feel like a lot of the reasons why you became so like closed off was, there's two main points I want to point out. One, you had a mother with a very big personality and you wanted to distinguish yourself from that. It's fine. You did. It's cool. I know you were trying to find yourself. I know you guys were having issues, and I know to everybody it seemed like everything was okay and you knew it wasn't. But don't stop letting all of your baggage decide on how you live your life, okay? Stop. Because you're not going to be able to progress the way you want to. You're not going to try the things that you want to do. And so, like, when you get to that point where you're like, I want to go to London, and you made it happen. The story of how I went to London is so absolutely insane. I had a dream that I met my mans in London. Okay, not this man's, a man's, a man's, all right? And so that's not why I went. Okay, I know you're noticing a theme here. I know the theme is Sarah really likes guys. But I just felt the need to go to London, okay? I wasn't having any kind of like false expectations of what was gonna happen. I did not meet a man when I was over there. Although one of our friends, girl, if you're watching this, I won't name names. She lived her best life. She had the trip that we all imagined we were gonna have. She was the one with the summer romance.
Wait. Trey good, Trey wonderful.
Great.
And the guy in the pub. And it was just so... We were all like, bravo. She deserved it. She's so cute. She deserved it, honestly. But that's not what I was going for. But I feel like that jumping off point for me, I feel like that has been kind of like my peak take risk kind of vibe for me. But since then, you know what my therapist says? Be easier, be kinder to yourself, okay? So I'm not gonna say that I don't take risks anymore. I just feel like extenuating circumstances have led me to not be able to take risks. But now I'm at a point where I'm like, I can take all the risks I want, except now we're locked indoors. We're in the middle of a pandemic, so I can't really take those kinds of risks. But I can do risks like this. This is a big deal for me because I know I think I'm like hilarious and I think I'm fun and I think I'm fun to talk to, but
This is really awkward for me.
and I have a lot of insecurities. So just take more risks. I think that was the point of that. The story of me going to London was basically I had gotten in contact with a professor, which is like my mentor in college, and I had told her that I just had like this really strong urge to go to London for some reason, and I just was trying to research like study abroad programs, but the UTEP study abroad website at the time was just not of any use to me. And so she put me in contact with the actual professor who was going to be doing the study abroad, and I signed up. I got everything paid for. Save you money. If not, use a credit card and then pay it off. I barely paid mine off like last year, and I went in 2015, so save you money. But, and then after that, I don't know, it was just like everything just kind of fell into place. So I do believe also that like everything that's meant to find you will find you. And I know I was meant to go on that trip. And while I did not meet a man on that trip, I met basically like the most awesome friends I've ever had in my entire life. So because of that trip. And weirdly enough, I met my mans downstairs because of one of those friends. So technically, my dream was not wrong. I promise I don't have piojos. My scalp just gets itchy sometimes. So take more risks. And even when you think that everything is going to be working against you, the things that are meant to find you will absolutely find you. With that, we move on to number 4. Stop telling everybody the damn business. Stop. I know it's fun to share anecdotes, and I know right now, obviously, I'm sharing everybody my business, but if Madam Jackie Aina has ever taught me anything, is to just move in silence and then tell everybody about your accomplishments after they're done, because if you do this whole like I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, you're gonna start looking like an idea person without follow through, and then people are gonna start talking you out of stuff. And I know it's hard because you think everybody likes you. Everybody does that. Everybody likes you. You're really likable. You're fun. Stop thinking that you have all these shortcomings too of being unlikable. And if people don't like you, that's, who cares? Actually, I've been like that my whole life. If you don't like me, bye. Like, we don't have to associate with each other. It's that easy, I promise. But even the people that you feel like have your best interest at heart are gonna worry about you, and they're gonna feel like talking you out of things that they feel are like dangerous, or I don't want to say dangerous, but they feel are like just not a good use of your time, anything like that. So just stop telling everybody your business. Just move in silence and just be excuse me, ew, just be confident that you know what's best, and when you don't know what's best, it's fine. Like, learn from your mistakes. You're pretty good at following your intuition. You're in a safe space, and I know it feels like from time to time things feel chaotic and crazy, but everything always works itself out. I promise. Okay, take it from somebody who everything's gonna work out, I promise. Okay. And the last thing, number 5, go to therapy. Go to therapy. Just go to therapy.
Go.
That's it. But seriously, I know you waited to go to therapy amidst all of the stuff that was going on afterwards, after your mom passed away, and yeah, surprise, it happened and it sucked. But you're gonna get through it, I promise. We'll talk about that in secret later. We don't need to put that on the internet. Go to therapy. It's gonna make things a lot easier, and it's gonna make things, I know you were really kind of just making excuses to not go for a while because you were like, well, my insurance, it might not cover it. Covers it. It covers it. Okay, it covers it. But it's really helped you a lot in dealing with grief and loss and figuring out why you do the things you do, and I know you're very self-aware. You're a very self-aware person. Sometimes you're too self-aware. It's too much. It's too much, okay? Sometimes you get to the point where you're like, I do this thing because of my daddy issues, and that's why I'm a shitty person, and I'm sorry. You're not a shitty person, you're human. You make mistakes. We all make mistakes. I know sometimes you're like, but I want to be perfect. No, it's boring. It's so boring. So go to therapy, and I think that's pretty much it. So anyway, if you like this series and you want me to give more advice, unsolicited advice to you, I could try. I could try a series, and you guys can ask me questions, and I could maybe possibly do that and give you really probably bad advice.
I'm not great at the advice. Can I interest you in a sarcastic comment? Some cheese.
But I mean, technically it would be solicited advice because you would be asking me for it, but I'm gonna still call the series unsolicited advice. Okay, sounds good. So thank you for coming back to watching another episode of I Don't Know What the Hell I'm Doing. This is me, Sarah B, signing off, telling you to stay the fuck home, please. Stay the fuck home.
Stay the fuck at home.
We're in a pandemic. Okay.
Shit is no joke.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching my new YouTube channel. But seriously, this was really fun. I love sitting and chit-chatting with you guys and telling stories. So hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff, so you can hear more videos about my crazy life and my crazy nonsense, and maybe see some other cool fun stuff. It's gonna be super fun. Join the party. Yeah, and if you guys want to see any type of specific videos, go ahead and hit drop a comment down below, and I'll see what I can do. Okay, love you. Bye.